Alabama, next on News 5.
It's the time of year to bundle up. Now at AT&T, when you buy any smartphone for $0 down, you can get an LG tablet for free. Because 2 devices are cozier than 1.
The acceleration of a new engine, painstakingly engineered without compromise, to be more powerful and miraculously unleash 46 mpg highway, an extravagance reserved for the privileged few. Until now.
Hey Josh, new Jetta?
Yeah. Introducing lots of new. The new Volkswagen Jetta TDI Clean Diesel. Isn't it time for German engineering?
They say after seeing a magician make his assistant disappear, Mr. Clean came up with a product that makes dirt virtually disappear. He called it the Magic Eraser. It cleans like magic. Even baked on dirt disappears right before your eyes. Mr. Clean's Magic Eraser.
Dave's got Oscar Isaac, Whitney Cummings, in an all-new Top 10 tonight.
Friday.
Who's the guy? Outbreak of a new strain of bird flu.
Hawaii Five-0 swings into action.
Only one reason they take that patient.
Weaponize the virus.
New Hawaii Five-0. Then a commendation.
I recommended Danny for the Medal for Valor.
Gets complicated for a father and son.
Afraid it's gonna look like favoritism.
New Blue Bloods after Hawaii Five-0. CBS Friday.
Now on WKRG News 5.
Saraland voters have spoken. Find out if they're willing to pay more taxes for schools.
Plus, hear from a homosexual couple whose court case may help change Alabama's laws on same-sex marriage.
Despite a federal court's ruling, opponents are sending a clear message.
Also, the results of a new exclusive News 5 poll on how Alabamians feel about gay marriage.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader. The news starts now.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Mel Showers.
And I'm Roseanne Haven. First on 5, it's the topic of conversation among most families across the state tonight. A judge's controversial decision claiming same-sex marriage in Alabama is unconstitutional. But today, an exclusive News 5 statewide poll in partnership with Strategy Research shows Alabama voters haven't changed their views on gay marriage to any great degree in the past decade. Our telephone poll of more than 3,000 registered voters shows 7 out of 10 polled still oppose allowing gay marriage, despite recent court rulings here in Alabama and across the nation. The poll has an accuracy level of plus or minus 2%.
And today, another bombshell ruling regarding same-sex marriage. A second gay couple in Mobile has won the right to marry in Alabama. The same judge who on Friday declared the state's ban on same-sex marriage unconstitutional ruled today in favor of James Strawser and John Humphrey in a separate case. News 5's Jacqueline Quinn talked with them about their victory.
I was very tickled that we got what we wanted. I feel like we won a victory.
A couple of weeks ago, James Strawser and John Humphrey were about to give up on a legal battle to get their marriage recognized. Then, out of the blue, the judge lifts the same-sex marriage ban that could change the course for all same-sex couples in all of Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Right up there.
And now the couple is a step closer to hanging up a marriage certificate that is not only recognized by their church, but also their state.
You don't have to hate us, dislike us, because we are who we are. But let's face reality. $400 million is a lot of money in debt, and you're going to cost the government more by fighting legality case because a same-sex couple wants to be married.
The lift has been stayed, or rather put on hold, so Attorney General Luther Strange can appeal to the 11th Circuit Court, a higher court. But after 2 weeks of nothing changes, the couple thinks that they can go to the Mobile County Courthouse and apply for a license.
If they approve it on the 9th, I'll be on there the 10th.
But if the 11th Circuit Court extends the stay or decides to let the Supreme Court make the ultimate decision, it could take months longer.
I'm facing another surgery where they're going to go in and reconstruct my stomach.
And while the couple has had good luck with timing, they say their timing can be limited. If something should happen to James Strawser, John Humphrey would not be able to make end-of-life decisions or be recognized as his benefactor in a will or other matters as his husband.
And I still feel like we're going to have our victory in it before it's all over with.
Reporting in Mobile, Jacqueline Quinn, News 5.
The couple says if the courts reverse the decision, the two will not be able to continue and will have to wait for the Supreme Court to decide.
Now let's step back in time 10 years when the constitutional gay marriage ban passed in Alabama. In 2006, Alabamians voted 81-19 against gay marriage. So 8 out of 10 were opposed just a decade ago. Now let's compare that again to today's statewide poll of registered voters. It shows sentiments here in Alabama really haven't changed much. Now just 7 out of 10 are opposed. Tonight, News 5's Alan Carter has more on the opposition that represents the 70%. He joins us live outside the federal courthouse in Mobile with more.
And a number of them came right here to the steps of the federal courthouse, and they had a message for the judge. They left little room for misinterpretation.
And no matter how many federal judges want to pretend that homosexuals can be married, they can't.
About 24 of them clearly against the recent rulings by federal Judge Callie Grenade to overturn the state's ban on gay marriage.
I came out because God says that marriage is one man and one woman.
Led by former congressional candidate Dean Young, they took their message right back to the courthouse.
Yeah, we've come here today because what we're seeing is a federal judge that's completely out of bounds. She doesn't have the jurisdiction to do what she says she can do.
The biblical view on homosexuality and lesbianism is that is an abomination. That's what God's word calls it.
And it's not just their opinions. It's also shared by Alabama Chief Justice Roy Moore, who wrote a letter to the governor saying nothing in the U.S. Constitution grants the federal government the authority to desecrate the institution of marriage.
And the nation will know that Alabama has a Chief Justice that's going to stand for what's right. And he's done it today by educating the federal government.
These protesters came with Judge Moore's letter in hand.
I expect she's probably going to be embarrassed when the highest judge of the land has made it really clear that she's way out of bounds and what she's doing is not constitutional.
And that's where the difference of opinion lies. The judge's ruling itself says the state's ban is a violation of the U.S. Constitution. Safe to say that on this issue, it's two sides that simply will not agree.
We're just a group of people that care.
To disagree. And if there is any action that is taken, it'll likely come from federal judges. The state has appealed to the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, and pending a stoppage from them, it does appear that in 2 weeks, same-sex marriages will begin here in Alabama. Reporting live downtown, Alan Carter, News 5.
And thank you, Alan. New tonight at 10 o'clock. Changes in store for Saraland City Schools. Voters overwhelmingly approved higher property taxes for education improvements, 62 to 38%. Superintendent Dr. Aaron Milner is relieved over tonight's big win. He says he'll immediately move forward on adding 2 new buses, classrooms to Saraland High School, and expanding career opportunities for students.
Our kids have avoided portables tonight. They are going to have better technology and better opportunities in career and technical education. And in the future, within the next 10 years, we'll probably have an early education center and expansion of our liberal arts facilities, athletic facilities. It was a great night for the kids in Saraland City Schools.
Dr. Milner says they'll begin the process of planning to construct a building that will have an architectural life of 50 years. Groundbreaking may happen this summer, with it opening in the 2016-17 school year.
Vindication for Apple CEO Tim Cook tonight as Apple posts the largest net income of any company in history. Some had doubted whether Tim Cook of Robertsdale could lead Apple to surpass the heights reached by famed founder Steve Jobs. Tonight, there are few critics of the CEO who was born and raised in Baldwin County. Apple made profits of more than $18 billion in the last 3 months of last year. No company has ever made that much in a quarter before. Tim Cook told investors and analysts tonight, demand for the iPhone has been staggering. We don't see Cook come back home very often. He most recently did come back to Alabama in October to be inducted into the Alabama Academy of Honor in Montgomery.
New developments tonight in the case of Derek Wood, the brother of missing mother Brittany Wood. He's back behind bars tonight in Mobile County. Here's his most recent mugshot, taken today. Wood was a no-show in court this morning. He was supposed to go before a judge on a charge of leaving the scene of an accident that happened last year. Since he didn't show up, his probation was revoked. Most are familiar with Derek Wood and the mysterious Wood family saga. Since his sister Brittany disappeared in 2012, a dark family secret has been uncovered. Children in their family were sexually abused by relatives and friends of relatives. 11 people have been arrested since 2012 in connection with an investigation into the sex abuse within the family. Woods' mother, Chessie, and her brother, Derek, were among those arrested.
A murder trial underway in Mobile County today for the man behind the wheel of a truck that left the road and hit a car in the Wendy's parking lot on Schillinger Road, killing the driver. Maurice White is charged with reckless murder in the death of Martha Hinton. Video from the day the wreck happened shows a chaotic scene of several police cars, ambulances, and yellow crime scene tape. Today in court, prosecutors spent most of their time trying to convince the jury White was drunk when he lost control, given the number of beer cans in his truck and the fact he blew a .18 alcohol level at the scene. But the defense argues the beer cans were all in the bed of the truck, not inside or within reach. The defense also said White was on powerful medicine for a respiratory infection that can register levels on a breathalyzer. White's attorney claims the overnight shift he worked the night before and his actions the next day speak for themselves.
One job from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. where he monitors 15 people who are under his care. He checks in every hour. He writes up reports. He makes sure they're on their medications and not acting out. Then he went to a nursery that he works at and did manual labor. Then he went to a family's house and did manual yard labor for them for an hour. He wasn't intoxicated.
Booking records show White has no known prior arrest in Mobile County. The trial continues tomorrow.
There's a change at the top of Alabama's troubled prison system. Governor Robert Bentley's office says Department of Corrections Commissioner Kim Thomas resigned today with intentions of retiring. He'll be replaced by Air Force Colonel Jefferson S. Dunn. Departing Commissioner Thomas has been the leader of the prison system for 4 years, and during that time, Alabama's prisons have been severely overcrowded. There have been federal investigations at Tutwiler Prison for women and accusations of inadequate medical care and accommodations for the disabled. The incoming commissioner, Jefferson Dunn, is an Alabama native who is currently an Air Force colonel serving at Maxwell Air Force Base in Montgomery. Billy Sharp will serve as interim prison commissioner until then.
In other news tonight, a lot of hard work has not gone unnoticed at a local high school. Randy Patrick joins us in the newsroom to tell us more about a special night at Faith Academy.
You betcha, Roseanne. I've seen a lot of basketball in my career and a lot of made basketball shots. And tonight, I witnessed a two-point basket that will be remembered for a long time. Faith Academy honoring their senior boys basketball manager tonight with a special twist. Austin Miller, who has cerebral palsy, not only got a chance to dress out with the team, he got a chance to play and make a big basket against the Jackson Aggies. Stick around for our sports story that will certainly make you smile. The Rams, by the way, top-ranked in the state in Class 5A. And they're top ranked now in my book after giving a teammate a night that will be remembered for a lifetime. The story coming up in about 15 minutes.
I'll have the latest information on the nor'easter, the big snowstorm to the north, and for us, a good-looking forecast coming up.
Plus new information about Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl, held captive by enemy forces in Afghanistan for 5 years.
Mix 99.9, Mobile's at work variety.
During the big move-in sale, get new Cherokee Sports, $19.9. During the big finish event at the all-new AutoNation Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Mobile, I-65 and Government Boulevard.
Find your style at Badcock with sweet savings on 14-piece living rooms starting at just $9.98. Beautiful 5-piece bedrooms starting at just $6.98. And 30% off cozy mattress sets. Plus, get 20% off your entire purchase when you open a new account. With no credit refused, Badcock makes it easy. Fall in love with great styles and save 20% off your entire purchase when you open a new account at Badcock. Badcock and more makes it easy.
C-Spire introduces rolling data plans. You can choose 2, 4, or even 6 gigs of rolling data. And because it's rolling, you save unused data this month for when you need it next month, up to your plan's limit. New rolling data plans from C-Spire, starting at just $40. It's your data. Don't lose it. Use it. C-Spire. Customer inspired.
Save $200 on a tablet, plus $100 on each additional line you activate.
UJ Chevrolet starts the new year with across-the-line anniversary savings on all new 2015 and remaining 2014 models. A 2015 Malibu starting at $159 per month. A 2015 Equinox starting at $199 a month. Now in stock, the all-new Colorado Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. Hurry to UJ Chevrolet for amazing anniversary savings. Find new roads to UJChevy.com and UJ Chevrolet, Mobile's oldest GM dealer, serving the coast for 75 years. Airport east of Schillinger Road.
One event, one champion, $1 million. It's the Marquee Millionaire Slot Tournament. Head to Hollywood Casino Gulf Coast and Boomtown Casino Biloxi for your chance to qualify. Win here, and you'll be off to the M Resort Las Vegas for a shot at $1 million. It's the Marquee Millionaire Slot Tournament, exclusively from Marquee Rewards.
Who cares what it holds if it can't hold your gaze? Who cares how capable it is if it's incapable of creating a reaction? Once you go beyond utility, there's no going back. Introducing the first ever Lexus NX. Lease the 2015 NX Turbo for $369 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Coverage you can count on is only on WKRG News 5.
In military matters tonight, today you may have heard several news outlets reporting Sergeant Bo Bergdahl will be charged with desertion, but the Pentagon is denying those reports. Bergdahl is the soldier who disappeared from a base in Afghanistan before he was captured by the Taliban and held for 5 years. Bergdahl returned safely to the U.S. this past summer after he was traded for 5 Guantanamo Bay detainees, a decision that caused major controversy. Today, Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby denied the investigation into Bergdahl's disappearance is over, and that the officer in charge of the case, General Mark Milley, will announce a decision when he reaches one.
No decision has been made with respect to the case of Sergeant Bergdahl. None. And there is no timeline to make that decision, and General Milley is not being put under any pressure to make a decision either way.
Again, as of right now, Sergeant Bo Bergdahl has not been charged with any crime.
Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals joins us for a look at weather.
Can you imagine stepping outside and finding 2.5 feet of snow?
No, not here.
Can't imagine that. Unfortunately, no, we have never seen that here. But they are seeing it right now in the Northeast.
Oh, yeah.
We'll take a look at that coming up in your forecasts on News 5.
Right now, get a new 2014 Ford Focus for only $14,999. AutoNation Ford Mobile.
Hannah wants to keep up to date with the Affordable Care Act. She wants easy information, all at one easy-to-navigate site. How will the law affect her wellness visits? And will it change her taxes? All the answers in one place, so she can spend more time offline. We lined up the right site for her. HCRAlabamaBlue.com from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. Find out how you can stay informed too.
The Harlem Globetrotters. Get ready for the ultimate family game night. The Harlem Globetrotters live. Unbelievable fun and an unforgettable experience for the whole family. Get your tickets now, because while childhood may not last forever, memories like this sure will.
Playing the Mitchell Center Friday, February 20th at 7. Purchase tickets at the Arena box office or online at mitchellcenter.com.
To build strength and durability into the bed of the new Sierra, GMC engineers demanded rolled formed steel. For the same reason rolled steel is used in the hulls of submarines. Big ones. Introducing the new GMC Sierra. Incredible thinking in the form of a truck.
Now, current GM owners get a total value of nearly $7,500 on select specially equipped 2015 Sierra models in stock the longest.
When it comes to the car buying experience, you expect more. And at the all-new Nissan of Mobile, you'll get more. More selection, over 350 Nissans to choose from. More savings. Lease a new 2015 Altima S for just $89 a month. And more fun. Our new team is dedicated to giving local drivers the automotive experience they deserve. Discover how to get more online anytime at NissanofMobile.com. The all-new Nissan of Mobile. Get more in Mobile.
Hey, this chicken flies works great to hide my boneless wings meal from scavengers. Now, I've found a way to hide myself from the boss man so I can really enjoy it in peace and quiet. Voila!
Si, we need you out here.
You can't see me.
I can totally see you.
I'm chicken flies.
The boneless wings meal with new spicy honey barbecue sauce. Served with celery ranch crinkle fries and a small drink. Upgrade your meal deal to a medium souvenir chicken flash cup. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
When you set out to find new roads, you obsess over perfection. Elevate form and reinvent a category with the Chevy Colorado, the 2015 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. From Chevrolet, the most awarded car company of the year.
Right now, qualified competitive owners and lessees can trade up to this 2015 Chevy Cruze LT for $159 a month. See your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers.
Now, Alan Seals with First Alert Weather.
Another good and quiet night. Winds out of the northwest at just 4 miles an hour in Atmore. That's United Bank's Alpha Skycam. 52 degrees there. We are looking at temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to the lower 50s, but we are going back down into the 30s again tonight, just like we were last night. It'll be middle 30s before sunrise if you are north of Highway 84, and along Interstate 10, mid to upper 30s with 40s at the beaches. So nothing too unusual there for the end of January, but we do continue super smooth with sunshine morning, noon, and late afternoon. By lunchtime, temperatures will be mid to upper 50s. We'll get into the lower 60s tomorrow, which is about average for this time of the year. Not average is a big winter storm system still spiraling snow across the mountains of New Hampshire, Vermont, all the way southward to Rhode Island and Connecticut. It's been a major system that has taken several days to develop as it's moving toward the northeast. You know, we call them nor'easters. Well, I'll tell you why we do that in a moment. But for now, here's the latest on the big winter storm. In Marshfield, Massachusetts, the blizzard of 2015 hit like a hurricane. Winds over 75 miles an hour whipped up the surf, destroying a section of seawall and flooding homes along the shoreline. This man had to be rescued from his home in Scituate after a wave broke through his door. Others grabbed what they could and left on their own.
We've breached the wall here. We've got to make a determination as to whether to evacuate some of the people down here. Now that the breach is open, it's going to cause more floodings.
Parts of eastern Massachusetts are buried under more than 30 inches of snow. Tens of thousands of people spent much of the day without power, including the entire island of Nantucket. New York City prepared for a bunch of snow, but got off lightly.
We obviously missed the worst of this storm, which is a blessing for New York City.
That's because the center of the nor'easter developed about 90 miles east of the forecast track.
Even with all the technology in the world and with the big storms, you're always forecasting on a razor's edge between the big totals and the bus.
Now those towns with those big totals are digging out. And even when you talk about a busted forecast, 12 inches, that may not seem like 27, but that's still a big amount of snow. But look at 27 in Boston, 25 in Portland, Maine, and 33 inches in Nashua, New Hampshire. They have had some big storms. Now, the whole system, it's a winter storm. The storm itself is not a blizzard. It created a blizzard, but it's known as a nor'easter. Not because it happens in the northeast, not because it's moving to the northeast, but because as it moves up the coastline, the winds come out of the northeast. And you could actually see the eye on the satellite a little bit earlier. A very powerful storm, just like a winter hurricane. Our weather, very smooth and quiet. Travel tomorrow to Birmingham, you'll find 52 degrees there. Compare that to 74 in Houston, and then the warm air slides eastward. So Thursday will be thrilling with soothing upper 60s. In fact, tomorrow's travel map, it's not bad. Sunshine, quiet, clear, a light north wind. Thursday, we'll see a few clouds to the north swing through Thursday night. But aside from that, things are dry across the region with temperatures moving up and then moving down. Tonight, we move down into the 30s. Mid-30s if you are in McGargle. If you're closer to Gulf Shores, you'll find 41 degrees, so basically mid to upper 30s tonight. Lower 60s tomorrow, seasonable, reasonable, with sunshine. Dry tomorrow, dry Thursday, Friday, even Saturday. Note the temperatures first moving up to the upper 60s on Thursday, and then we'll average near 60 for the weekend, but even though the weekend starts dry, for half of us, it's going to end up wet.
Thank you very much, Alan. It's time now for sports, and here's Randy Patrick.
All right, what a night out at Faith Academy in West Mobile. We've got quite a story for you. Austin Miller was the man tonight at Faith Academy's basketball game. Faith ranked #1 in the state in Class 5A, and they've got an awesome team and an awesome family out at Faith Academy. Stay tuned. Sports is coming up next.
All right.
You're watching the Gulf Coast News Leader, WKRG News 5.
Linda needs a new car and a great auto loan, so she'll head to Tyndall, where she has 3 months to lock in a nice discount on our already low rates. The sooner she shops, the better her discount. Tyndall, the official credit union of Early Birds.
When you set out to find new roads, you obsess over perfection. Elevate form and reinvent a category with the Chevy Colorado, the 2015 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. From Chevrolet, the most awarded car company of the year.
Right now, qualified lessees can get this 2015 Chevy Equinox LT for $199 a month. See your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers.
I enjoyed the Alpha family from the day I started to work with them. When Phil started, it was a beautiful moment for me.
I knew I had the right job. I delivered the first check to a lady when her husband had died.
You know you've done something good for the family.
The most important thing is doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it.
I would tell anyone that Alpha's a company that you can depend on. My dad and my grandfather are Alpha. When you're in a time of need, that's what you are relying on.
That's the Alpha way. That's what we do.
Ready? It's happening right now at Rooms to Go. Pick from 100 beautiful rooms, each under $1,000. Picture it, your home fully furnished in your style, with living rooms under $1,000, dining rooms under $1,000, bedrooms under $1,000, 100 stylish options under $1,000. And it gets even better. Finance for $20 or less per month, interest-free. Furnish your home to perfection. Now at Rooms to Go.
My cancer was not the end. It was just the beginning.
At Southern Cancer Center, our board-certified oncologist.
Take an in-depth approach to treatment. So my options are not limited.
From clinical trials
to first-class chemotherapy rooms. We implement a treatment plan.
Just for you.
Not just your cancer.
Our goal is to navigate you from cancer patient
to cancer survivor. Survivor.
Survivor.
Southern Cancer Center.
If you're looking for big savings on new Tundras and 4Runners, Eastern Shore Toyota is the place to buy. Choose from over 17 acres of new Toyotas, all with a lifetime warranty. Save up to $4,000 on 4Runners. Save up to $6,000 on Tundras. Plus, every new Toyota is backed by our nationwide lifetime warranty. Unlimited time and miles, no extra cost. So if you're looking for big savings on new Tundras and 4Runners, look no further than Eastern Shore Toyota on I-10 exit 38.
Check out the Mobile Bay Harley-Davidson Feature Bike of the Week.
Now, Randy Patrick with News 5 Sports.
Well, it was seniors night at Faith Academy. The Faith boys basketball team, as I mentioned, ranked #1 in the state of Alabama in Class 5A, but it's not all about winning basketball games. The Faith family put together a game-winning plan tonight to honor the team's manager, Austin Miller, who was born with cerebral palsy.
As the team manager, Austin Miller has worked very hard the past 4 years, keeping his guys happy.
some of our responsibilities are taking care of the water, making sure we have water for games and practices, taking care of the clock during practice, and getting the towels and such.
So to repay the Faith Academy senior, coaches, players, and students came up with a plan.
So we're just trying to bring him to the forefront to let him see that, you know what, you've always been important to us, and hopefully that's how he'll feel tonight.
And that plan was executed tonight flawlessly. Austin was invited to join the team. He was dressed from head to toe in a Rams varsity uniform and allowed to warm up with his teammates.
All he's ever told me every time we've played was that, I want to play in a basketball game with you one day. And, tonight gets to be that night. It gets to happen. And so it's really just an amazing feeling.
Austin has always been a fan of basketball, but cerebral palsy kept him from making a team.
He was born at 26 weeks. He weighed 2 pounds and 3 ounces and dropped down to 1 pound and 9 ounces. He spent 2.5 months in the hospital at USA. And then it's just kind of, he progressed slowly for the first few years. And as you can see, he is well grown and just a brilliant child,
And I pray that you will just help us.
Inside the locker room, Austin led his team in pregame prayer.
Amen. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Back on the court, it was time to introduce the starting 5, and what do you know, Austin was in the lineup. As the Faith and Jackson High School teams tipped the game off, there was Austin set up for the shot of his life. With the game tied at 2 apiece, timeout was called, and Austin Miller got the curtain call of his life.
As he was starting the game, he was ready to put the balls up. He wasn't ready to get out there and throw the ball, so I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I can't believe he got it in the goal like that right off the bat, and incredible team, incredible support.
I got the opportunity to make the shot, and they told me where to line up. I'm like, all right. And I did the best of my ability to make the shot, and it went through the bucket.
You betcha it went through the bucket. I heard them all yelling your name and screaming. How did that feel?
That was exhilarating. That was an awesome feeling. I can't really compare it to anything else because it was so just amazing.
Walked on his tiptoes for a long time, but now, I mean, it's awesome.
He's walking on air, huh?
That's right, he's walking on air.
He should be.
He had a press conference afterwards, and what a night. And by the way, Faith, if you really care, won the game. It's their 26th straight victory. But the folks at Faith wanted me to say, give props to Jackson High School for helping them out with this project tonight. The Jackson Aggies didn't win the game, but they won the hearts of Faith Academy fans tonight.
They won the hearts of all of us here on News 5.
Go Austin.
Yes.
Austin.
Thank you, Randy.
Good weather, good weather.
Yeah, great weather. We will continue with dry sunshine. Tonight, a little bit of a chill, but still not too uncomfortable. Mid-30s for most of us with a very gentle north wind. Tomorrow, low 60s. Thursday, upper 60s. And even though Friday puts us in the upper 50s, it will continue the dry stretch with just a few more clouds.
Okay, and we thank you very much, Alan. Be sure to join Bill Riles, Devin Walsh, and John Nodar tomorrow morning beginning at 5 o'clock. The newscast continues until 7. And we want to thank you for watching, and we want to thank all of the people who are involved in that basketball
we'll have that story up on our website, WKRG.com, and Facebook, so look for that in just a few minutes.
Awesome.
All right. Austin.
You can watch that.